Hey, everyone. Zach. My name is Taylor. I've had the privilege for knowing Zach for the last few years now, and usually this would end up being in a roast, but I'm actually going to say something nice about him. So, it's been an honor to know him and Tani over the last few years, as much as it kills me to say something nice about Zach, but he has been nothing but a great friend. Zach has a very big heart, he's caring, he likes to think he's funny, but in all seriousness, if I ever needed something, I could always call him and he'd jump right in there. All right, where'd I go? Tani, I think you accomplished the impossible. Taking Zach off the streets is something I didn't think was possible, but thank you. Not only for me, but for the rest of the world, too. We did not need him on the streets anymore. I'm extremely happy for the both of you guys are truly meant to be for each other. I hope nothing but happiness and love for the rest of your guys' life. Let's raise a toast for the newlyweds.
Oh my God, I'm so glad I drank before this. For those who don't know, I'm Michaela, bridesmaid. So writing this speech has been one of the hardest things I've had to do, because if you know anything about our friendship, it's really hard to formalize and put into words what our friendship has meant these last couple of years. I literally had nightmares about writing this speech. Our friendship has always been an effortless bond. I have known Tani about 4 years, and when we met, she probably thought, God, this girl never shuts up. And now that we're best friends 4 years later, she probably thinks, God, this girl actually never shuts up. No one else understands my SpongeBob quotes. Not a lot of people can say they have the most amazing, selfless, hardworking best friend. And Tani, I am so glad you get to say that about me. In all honesty, in the short time I have known Tani, she always seems to amaze me. When I first met her, I admired how smart she was and knew I could trust and depend on her. The longer I've known her, the more I have come to know how amazing she truly is. I am proud of how strong she is, even when she doesn't feel like she is. She's always looking out for me, like when she had to call my husband after a night of drinking. So sorry about that, by the way. The amount of laughs that have turned into tears could fill an ocean. Super cheesy, I know. Tani always remembers the little things about you. Like when we have movie nights, she knows that I need the subtitles on, or else I can't hear the movie. If you ever go out for margaritas with Tani, it's probably a good idea to call ahead of time and make sure they have strawberry, because if they are out of stock, it's not going to be good for anyone. Not only do I feel the love and support from her every day, but the way she loves and supports my kids will always hold a special place in my heart. And I love that Noah will always ask to go see his friend. If there is one thing I learned this year, it's that life is short, and we need to tell the people we love that we love them, celebrate love, and know that it's never too soon or too late to find love. And to Zach, since there's no going back, I told Tani to put in your vows to let her buy a dog whenever she wants. You might want to read the fine print. I'm also hoping that now that my best friend is married to a cop, I now get free passes. So for all you cops out there, I drive a black Ford Expedition. I will get you the license plate, but it has a sun decal on the back. You'll know it's me. If there's somebody that's bad at driving, it's me. Now I feel like I've yapped enough, so let's all take a moment and appreciate the people who are most important tonight. We know them, we love them, they're the reason we're all here, so let's give it up for the bartenders.
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight and being able to celebrate this special occasion for Zach and Tawny. And true to Zach and I's relationship, I want to do a Zach and Tawny Weber roast. Zach, I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I tried to find some stuff to roast Tawny on, and I mean, she's beautiful, perfect. So you're getting it all, bud. You are getting it all. Sit up straight in your chair, you're embarrassing. Anyway, for those of you that don't know who I am, I'm Adam. I'm a coworker of Zach's and also a fishing buddy when he decides not to break my rods that I've had for a very long time. And I'm gonna be nice on this one a little bit. So I know that's not what everyone is expecting, but I remember when I was working with Zach and him and Tawny first started dating, he made the comment that she's different. Like, this one is different than the other ones. And the reason being, and his explanation, was because she puts him in his place. She doesn't put up with his BS. And working with Zach, you know, there are definitely some times where he needs some correction and encouragement. And to be honest, I had no idea what I was going to say, you know, even a few days ago up here. And through the bachelor party and rehearsal and everything, it became evident to me that some of the women that Zach holds close to him and most dear to him are strong women. And I understand why. I too, Zach, am a victim. But in all honesty, I couldn't be more happy that Zach has found his soulmate, that he's found someone that when his BS gets to a certain level is going to keep him in check. Am I doing good? Keep going? Yeah, we can have a conversation and just keep this rolling for at least an hour. But sure, everybody wants to get back to drinking and having a good time. So again, Zach, I'm so happy you found your soulmate, somebody that will keep you in check, keep you in line, and behind every man that feels they're in charge, there's a woman who is even stronger.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sammy. I'm one of Tawny's best friends and maid of honor, ×2. I don't have some elaborate or funny story to tell how Tawny and I met, which is it was actually pretty boring, which is ironic given the nature of our friendship is anything but boring. We met in college algebra class. She sat right in front of me, and she likes to say how I didn't know she existed. But in my defense, you're tiny, and you're quiet, so... Way before you. And so one day, she got the courage to turn around, talk to me, and we've been yapping ever since. From the days of Lake Erie softball, to the many naps after college classes, to working together as nurses, not much work got done, and just plain old growing up together. We've been through just about anything you can imagine. The highest of highs, the lowest of lows. Through it all, you've been by my side, and I yours. Just knowing that I have someone I can tell anything to with no judgment, no jealousy, no competition, just pure love and support means I've won the lottery of best friends. Tawny, you're selfless, beautiful, smart, kind, tenacious, and you lived harder than anyone I know, and I admire you for that. I know I can always count on you to be there. Even when you give us an Irish goodbye, you almost always come back. I'm so honored to be by your side on one of the happiest days of your life, and you always have my love and support. Zach, while I haven't known you as long as Tawny, which luckily for you means I don't really have embarrassing stories to tell, I've been around and seen enough to know, without a doubt, you're Tawny's person. Her soulmate, her rock, her source of joy and laughter, and the love of her life. The first time you and I met, Zach, Tawny and I were 4 margaritas deep, telling inside jokes and laughing way too loud at things that weren't remotely funny. And while some people would have looked at their significant other with annoyance or embarrassment, you didn't. You looked at her with awe, adoration, and pure, unfiltered love. And that's when I knew she had found her forever. Not only for the way you make her feel loved and understood, but knowing you can handle us together, because if you're with her, you're also stuck with me. It is incredibly special to see someone you love and appreciate be loved and appreciated by somebody else, to be seen and heard in a way that you know they deserve. On this day, I hand over my best friend duties to you, Zach. I put my trust in you to look after Tawny, to love and appreciate her. No returns. To love and appreciate her each and every day and be grateful for all she has to offer. And I can rest easy knowing she's taken care of. I love you both, and I'm so happy to be a part of your special day and excited and hopeful for this chapter of your life as the Webbers. May you love each other as much as I love being your best friend.
All right. I'm Zach. I'm the groom. I just want to thank everybody. The amount of people we have that love us is absolutely extraordinary. Especially Maggie. I just want to thank everybody. I mean, everybody knows we've had an extremely difficult year, but every one of you have contributed in some way, making this year better, making it easier to get through, and so I appreciate every one of you deeply. Moving on to this table over here.
I was nice. You're gonna let me have it.
That was your first mistake.
I will also be nice. I kind of planned on doing a roast on these two idiots, but honestly, these guys have been such a big part of our lives, especially in the last few months, and so I can't really shit on them too much. I'd really like to. Don't you have a nap to take or something?
I already took it.
You already took it today? Yeah. Yeah. You're not the South Station, so you can't sleep. So.
I did my job. I can sleep at work. You can't.
But I do. Which leads me into Adam. I learned my napping abilities from Adam. I have never seen a man in my life that can sit in a chair and go and sleep for hours. Sleep for hours, doesn't matter. But besides all that, I want to thank you guys, the two groomsmen that I picked, the bridesmaids. Thank you guys. You guys have been absolutely amazing and have been such a big part of our lives for years and especially in the last few months, and so thank you. We really appreciate that. I can say that for Tawny. Mark? Yeah, old clergy down here. Yeah, a man of the cloth. Mark's been amazing. He's been an amazing friend for a few years. You know, since I started in Huron and met everybody, he's been a great friend. The last few months, he's stepped up and been a great friend. And we talked about who was going to marry us. And we didn't want like a religious wedding.
because obviously. But we wanted somebody that was going to take it serious and do a good job and put the time and effort into it and didn't have any other responsibilities outside of work. And would really put his heart and soul into it because he has no one else to put his heart and soul into. And we picked Mark. So stand up. For any of you looking for a hot date on the dance floor, Mark is single and ready to mingle. He has a great job. It's very stable. And he will take care of you. I can guarantee that. But again, thank you, everybody in this room. We really appreciate everything over the years and especially in the last few months. So thank you for coming and
We love you, SWAT.
love you. Let's drink.